A restaurant in Georgia has taken fees to a whole new level with an adult surcharge that they're now implementing for unruly kids. Actually, they apparently have had this policy in place for quite some time now, but parents who are confronted about their allegedly loud children are now speaking to the press about it. They're not amused. So the Toccoa Riverside Restaurant in Blue Ridge, Georgia describes itself as casual family dining overlooking the scenic Toccoa River located in the middle of the national forest on the Benton Mackay Trail, which sounds lovely. I want to go there, okay? Now, they've been serving since 1992. They feature fresh local trout prepared several different ways. So it's kind of like an in-between from like an actual casual restaurant. Like when I think of casual restaurant, I think of Chipotle, right? This ain't a Chipotle. This is a proper sit-down restaurant, but it's not fine dining either. It's like a good middle ground, like perfect type of restaurant that I like to go to be honest. Now, if you continue reading their menu though, there's a disclosure there. We wanna show you that disclosure. And if you look at it, it'll say that there's an adult surcharge for adults unable to parent. Interesting. Now, they're not kidding about the surcharge because apparently they have confronted some parents about their allegedly unruly kids. And I say allegedly because there is some contention here, a disagreement about whether these kids were actually being disruptive and loud. So a mother named Lyndsey Landmann said that she visited this restaurant with her husband, Kyle, her 2 kids, and 4 other families who also have children, okay? So there was a total of 11 kids at the table, which I will concede is a lot of kids. When she saw the warning on the menu, she originally thought like, oh, this is just a funny joke. It's just a joke, she didn't take it seriously. Now the large group enjoyed the meal and Lyndsey recalled that the kids, all ranging in age from 3 to 8 years old, man, it's a lot of young kids, were being so good. I even commented halfway through the meal, I can't believe how well behaved they are. And according to Lyndsey, restaurant owner Tim Richter approached the table after they had finished dessert. He came over and talked about the adult surcharge, and she initially thought he was going to compliment the families. Instead, he told them that there would be a $50 charge for the children being too loud and running around outside.
Where the hell else are they supposed to run around?
Let the kids run outside.
That's kind of what kids do. Okay.
This guy is super mercurial, like
mercurial.
Yeah, like I like the grumpy folks, okay? The grumpy population, they really speak to my heart, but this guy takes it to another level. Like when you get mad at kids joyfully running around outside of your restaurant, like they're outside of your restaurant. What are you doing?
Yeah, I hope that mercurial nature is not in the trout. Okay,
it is.
So look, I doubled down on everything Anna said. First of all, this place looks amazing. I mean, Blue Ridge, Georgia, scenic Toccoa River, Benton Mackay Trail, pasta dishes, steak, seafood, local trout. It sounds amazing.
Trout in so many different ways, Cenk.
Yeah.
So many different ways.
This is Southern culture that I love, okay? Now, you're gonna ruin it with this thing. What are you doing? So, look, I get it. Sometimes people are loud. I've been known to be loud from time to time, okay? But I see sometimes other people being loud will annoy me, of course. And sometimes kids are so loud, on a plane, in a restaurant, we've all lived with it. But they're kids. No, you can't charge people extra money for having loud kids. That's crazy, right? So I mean, what am I gonna go around the plane like, okay, your kid's loud, your kids, you give me $50, $50. No, it's not how it works, okay? We all gotta live together. And sometimes kids are loud because they're human babies or human kids. And we kind of scream and yell. And by the way, the kids running around outside near the river and the trail, I mean, where else would they run? You crazy? No, and by the way, we're not biased. I mean, I have to explain that we're not biased on this issue. But the other day we talked about a restaurant doing a $50 charge for people who drink too much and then vomit all over the restaurant. Totally agree with that one.
Yeah, me too. Totally.
You vomit on the restaurant, that's on you, brother, and they got to clean that up.
Or
no, you got to pay for that, right?
Likely sister.
Or
We're
sister.
talking about bottomless mimosa situations.
You could be. It could be a little bit of rosé all day that goes in the wrong direction.
Definitely.
Well, that's on you. Loud kids, that's on the planet.
Yeah, totally. So Lyndsey says that the situation escalated from there. I was like, they were quiet the whole time. He got in our faces and told us that we belonged at Burger King and not his restaurant.
Oh, this guy's way too cranky.
We asked to speak to the owner and he said he was the owner. I looked around the restaurant and everybody was frozen watching this show he was putting on. He was yelling.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And according to other parent patrons, this isn't the first time that the owner has been pretty strict about kids. So one anonymous reviewer of the restaurant said, my wife was rocking the baby, not crying, just to make him sleep. And this manager told her that you don't do that in a fancy restaurant.
Oh, come on, that's hilarious. Okay, on the other hand, he could like lean into it. Just rename the restaurant the Cranky Trout. And and then all of a sudden, like it becomes a thing. You go and you have great food and the owner yells at you. Like we had a restaurant like that. It was definitely not fine dining, but in Philly, in West Philly. And it was called Billy Bob's, and even though it's in Philly. Anyways, and the staff would yell at you all the time.
That was part of the charm, if I recall.
That was the charm. And once they beat somebody with a lead pipe, that was also part of the charm because it's Philly.
Was that literal, by the way?
Literal.
Because I know they had the lead pipe that they would threaten people with.
Yeah, they beat a guy with a lead pipe once while the cops held him. Okay.
But that's assault.
I know, but to be fair, that he was a frat boy who threw beer on their grill.
Oh, it's allowed.
Okay, so like no one at Penn minded. But anyways, or that community. But look, dude, make up your mind. Because either you're driving people away or just like I said, lean into it, call it the Cranky Trout, and then like I'll come by, it'll be hilarious and I'll be a little loud, you'll yell at me, we'll all have fun.
Finally, I thought, look, this story, there might be mistakes in the reporting. I can't believe that a restaurant owner would be this awful because like you want business. You want people to come and patronize your restaurant, right? No, it's real. Apparently a restaurant employee spoke to Today and said, we're not going to comment on a policy we've had for years. We just want to live in the woods and cook.
Oh, well, now I'm back to his side.
I know. I want that too. I just want to live in the woods and cook.
Well, I want to live in the woods and have somebody else cook, but I hear you.
I like cooking, both rhetorically and food-wise.
If you enjoyed this video, that's because of our members. They make us independent, they make us strong, and they make us honest. Become a member today by hitting the join button below.